David Brown. I was on the Scientology subreddit recently, and somebody made a post about Ron's org in Switzerland. I was most amused to then discover that the group has officially declared Xenu an SP. However, how do independent Scientologists reconcile publicly declaring Xenu like this with the idea that anyone who finds out about OT3 too early will die? Surely by putting that declare in the public domain, by their own logic, they run the risk of killing thousands of people who have now read about OT3 ahead of time. All right, David, thank you very much for this. Now, here's the thing on this. There's a couple different possible answers to this, okay? One, and the one that comes to mind right away, and what I've seen for myself in engaging with independent Scientologists, is that they don't buy into everything Hubbard said is true. When you're an independent Scientologist, you get to cherry pick what parts of Scientology you believe and don't. And no one gets to tell you what you are cherry picking is true or not true. See, all of Scientology is total nonsense. But there are little bits and pieces that make sense and that can help and that can, make a change in a person's life if they do this, right? For example, taking a walk is kind of a good thing to do if you're kind of introverted and upset and like, ugh. But just because L. Ron Hubbard said go take a walk doesn't make him a brilliant person, right? This is the kind of level of stuff I'm talking about, right? It's like really simple stuff can help. And when somebody's not getting help from any other source in their life, then they can think that L. Ron Hubbard and Scientology is brilliant stuff and it absolutely helped them. And so they're going to stick with it. And that's what you get with independent Scientologists, is people who are sticking with it, but they're only sticking with certain parts of it, the parts that they agree with, and the rest of it they throw away. And as a body, I have seen independent Scientologists, and as individuals, they have told me this. And they have said, oh yeah, Hubbard was a con man, a scumbag, liar, all that. But look at what he created. Look at all this, genius stuff that he came up with. You don't have to be, a saint in order to discover truth. True enough. But when you're a proven plagiarizer, liar, serial philanderer, and con man, maybe we might possibly doubt some of your truth claims. And of course, that's Scientology in a nutshell, right? The other thing that you will see here, the other reasoning on this, and this is a more fine point, this is more finely reasoned, but L. Ron Hubbard himself put out the Xenu story in Revolt in the Stars, that treatment that he wrote for a movie after Star Wars came out. L. Ron Hubbard wanted to get some of that Star Wars money and get on that action. So he wrote Revolt in the Stars, and he used the Xenu story. However, what he took out of the Xenu story was all the implanting and all the references to any spirituality, right? All the implants, the religious stuff, the body thetans, all of that got taken out of the story. And if you just stick with the Xenu genocide story, that's not going to kill you. It's the body thetan stuff that's supposed to re-stimulate you and kill you. So that's the difference there. So you can get away with acknowledging that Xenu was a dude and it was an incident on the track and it happened to all of us and we really got screwed up from it and this planet became a prison planet as a result, without getting into the full story. And those kind of hairs are the kind of hairs you can split to make this kind of thing make sense in the Scientology world. So I hope that makes sense to you. It does to a Scientologist, and certainly to independent Scientologists, and that might be another reason why. So there you go.